Clear!
From Pittsburgh originally. I've lived in Mansfield since about 2005.
There she is.
32 years old. Just got a pilot certificate. I think it's been almost 2 weeks now.
Via Alpha Bravo. Bravo's
Always had an affinity towards airplanes. My father and grandfather and I would build the little RC airplanes and try to fly them around. We mainly just destroyed them.
Good. We're ready for takeoff clearance when you are for 81 Whiskey.
November 6681 Whiskey, Mansfield Tower, Roger. Left turn on course, runway 32 at Bravo, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
About 6 months ago, I think it was October-ish time frame, I decided to really get serious about looking into becoming a pilot.
November 300, Sierra Uniform, Mansfield Tower, Roger. Hold short for departing intersection traffic.
When I was like 16 months old, just a baby, I just started walking, I was in a automobile-related accident. I was actually run over by a pickup truck. From that, I suffered a spinal cord injury and have very little use of my legs, basically. This particular model has a handbrake. Some of them have toe brakes. This one still has the handbrake, so the brake itself is just actuated with your left hand. You pull forward. But the rudder, which also in this particular aircraft drives the nose gear, normally is operated with your feet. We have a hand control that it bolts onto what would be the co-pilot's left rudder pedal, and it's just like a hand lever that bolts on. It comes back towards the pilots and jogs over to the middle of them. So with your right arm, if you pick up on the lever, you initiate a right turn, and if you push down, you're doing a left turn, which took me quite a while to get used to. I had to think through it. Got the hand controls installed, and maybe a week later, I got a call from a fellow by the name of Dave Storm, who's a flight instructor.
I knew that something strange was happening with that airplane, and I didn't know specifically what.
And he asked if we were going to do some flying, which was great, because the thing that I wondered was, all right, even after I get this plane and I get these hand controls installed, am I going to be able to find someone crazy enough to fly in it with me?
I'm a retired high school teacher, so I've been teaching for a long time. I'm just in a different classroom now.
I had faith that it was something that was going to work out.
Triple rich. And we got oil pressure's good, fuel pressure's good, oil temperature's good.
One thing that he said to me was that when we first started, Clayton was very understanding about the situation, how unique it was, and he mentioned to me that if I ever felt uncomfortable flying with him, that he would understand and wouldn't hold it against me if I backed out. But I never one time felt that way. It was good from the start.
When you have a disability, it doesn't throttle back your wanting to go out and do active things and participate in life. And this is something that you can do.
Very motivated students make good teachers, and he was one of the most motivated I've ever had.
The feeling of freedom and liberation that you get when you fly is wonderful for anybody, but especially sweet for someone like myself. If you can imagine just the challenges mobility-wise that I'm faced with on a daily basis, confined to a wheelchair, having to roll over flat surfaces only type of thing, then to be able to race down the runway and shoot yourself into the sky, and suddenly you're able to rotate in any axis you want and go anywhere you want. That's a feeling of freedom and liberation that I don't think I would otherwise be able to experience.